What up, YouTube? It's Ra. Let me out you real quick. The loudest person in the room is usually the weakest. Understand that a lot of people like to appear to be strong, to intimidate the opposition, to intimidate people like you, to intimidate people like you and me, to make them feel less than, to make them feel like they're above everyone else. But understand that it's all a facade. Nothing is real. The things that they claim, the things that they say, hold no weight, and there's nothing strong about them. Real strength, real authentic, organic strength is not putting others down, not trying to hold others down, and not trying to move with fear. So understand that people that use fear tactics, people that use manipulation and abuse to keep people under them so they won't rise up, so they won't try to make something of themselves and feel better about themselves, they are not strong people. Because if you were really strong, you wouldn't feel a need to do that. So understand that if you were a good singer and you confident that you could sing, you wouldn't feel intimidated if there was another good singer trying to put out music. If you are good at basketball, football, whatever it is, you wouldn't feel intimidated by those people trying to also build successful careers. Understand there's enough room for everybody. There's enough seats at the table for everybody to eat. But for those people, they're gluttonous. And understand they've succumbed to their greed, and they're trying to eat the whole cake, the whole pie, to have it all to themselves. So there's nothing less for anybody else. And even the people that they claim to be cool with, they will absorb them as well. They're all in it for themselves. The loudest person in the room is always the weakest. And understand that you don't have to feel scared by these people. You don't have to feel intimidated by these people, because eventually they will consume so much that eventually they will explode. When you eat too much, you feel sick. When you eat too much, you'll throw up, you'll get sick. So eventually they will do themselves in. The whole time they were scared of you, but really the true enemy is within themselves. The person that they're going to lose to is to themselves. You didn't beat them, they beat themselves, but they put the blame on you. But that's not the burden to bear, my friend. So don't be afraid, show no fear. Remember, just because you're not speaking on it, just because you're not talking about it, that doesn't mean that you're not successful. They brag and they boast because they're egotistical about how successful they are. And they feel like people that aren't doing the same thing as them, that they not, bragging, boasting, constantly talking and yapping about how great they are, that you're not doing great. Here's the thing. Don't take that as disrespect. Let them think that. Let them think that you don't even qualify to the race. Let them think that you're not in the race. Let them think that they closing in on you. But in reality, you're closing in on them. So use that as the element of surprise. When they think they're about to cross the finish line, you just went right past them. They didn't even see you coming. A lot of people want to be like, no, I'm in the game too. I did this, I did that. And they list all their achievements. No. Be more strategic. Let them think that you're not in the race. Let them think that you're not doing your thing. Let them think that. Let the success speak. People that are doing well for themselves. People that are rising up. Individuals who are in their bag and doing their thing, they let the success talk. They don't need to talk about how many things they've done, how many ribbons they got, how many medals they got, or how many albums they sold, how many points they got. They just let it speak for themselves. Brady don't gotta talk. Brady don't need to list how many championships he run. He don't. The people speak for him. The greats don't gotta speak. Notice that. All the greats, whoever you believe the greats are, the undeniable greats, they don't speak. Because you know why? Because the greats have class, they have elegance, they have prowess, and they have a way within themselves. And you want to move like that too. Now you're probably thinking, but I don't have that. I don't have that. Start now. People always wait till they get it to start moving with class, with elegance. They wait till they get it. They think they can't move like that because they deem themselves as less than. Understand that you can move and act in a way of class even if you don't have anything to show for it. Because it's not about materialistic things. It's not about what you've achieved. It's about your character. It's always about character. The loudest in the room is usually the weakest, often more than not. Because whether you working at the store, you busting tables, you stocking shelves, or you #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, It's always about character. Whether you taking the bus, riding the bike, driving a Lambo, or driving a Civic, it's all about character. And when it's time for the debts to be paid, when it's time to face judgment, when it's the end of the line and people are there for you, they're going to speak about your character. Not how many albums you sold, not how many ribbons you got, not how many, not how much money you got, not how much you're worth. They're going to speak about, hey, how did he or she or they treat me? That's what they will speak on. Not what you've done, not what you have. They will speak on who you are. But hey, it's Rye. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you, family. We growing, family. Woo woo. And you got this, homie. It's already yours.